because I'm not announcing now. In effect, what I've already started doing is setting up a special team who are now going to do like they do in the United States, to explore the possibility of the Vice President running for election as President of the Republic of Kenya next year. This team was already working, and we're going to make it public. Now, if it is from you, I want to know from my home county. Kana ninyu mukwenda u President kane Kalonzo? Alama kwazia ninyu kwa yolumba itoi. Thank you. Let me hear wiper. Wiper. Basi ikiwa ni hivyo, be strong. You know, I might sound like a preacher, but I'm not. I keep on telling people, I'm not a pastor, but I read the Bible. And these days I'm even trying to read a little bit about the Quran to understand the other side. Hey, asante. Asante sana. Yeah? Because this is important. You are dealing with human beings. If you are looking for a true person who stands for justice, don't look at what he's wearing. Go for Willy Mutunga. Game shot kwa Okora. Game shot for cases that have been piling up. We get injustice in our own courts. And I'm talking now as an officer of the High Court. Soon to be an officer, hopefully, of the Supreme Court. Yeah? Because that is now in our Constitution. That's why I want my friend to change his position. If you're going to be an officer of the Supreme Court and you're my learned friend, first of all, you cannot even say you're going to run for the next, maybe MP for Kitui Central or whatever it is, if you do not believe in the Constitution, because it's all under the new Constitution. We do not have another Constitution. We have only one Constitution, and these, the ones who are already serving, have sworn allegiance to that Constitution. And I can tell you as leader of government business in Parliament, we are doing everything it takes to implement it. Make no mistake. Anything short of implementing that Constitution will mean a constitutional coup. Will mean a military government. And where does that leave this country? Therefore, people are going to implement that Constitution. Those who said no, those who said yes, zote sasa tuko chini ya mamlaka ya katiba. And by the way, I personally believe the best Constitution anywhere in the world. Look at what it says about the women. Look at what it says about marginalized areas. Mheshimiwa Musila, in introducing the subject this evening, talked about marginalization. It says that for the next 20 years, those areas which have been left behind will have to get a certain allocation in order to, because Mama Nyiva spoke about, it was actually sessional paper number 10 of 1965, which gave priority to the so-called high productivity areas, and therefore introduced inequality in our country. We must correct these things. The time for real change in Kenya is now. Because they are now saying in Kenya, senator kazi yake itakuwa ni kuangalia mambo ya devolved government alone. And the other thing the senators are supposed to do is to impeach the president. You start with the wrong thing. You want the president to impeach. While I was in Nigeria, I think I also saw that they impeached one of the governors. We are in an era where there will be no stealing anymore. This is why you should clap for yourselves as Kitui County, because hakuna tena wezi. I will never let you down. And I need prayers that I will never let down my home county. We already have a contractor by the name Sinohydro. It's a Chinese company, and the Chinese have really decided to work with us to improve our infrastructure. They're out negotiating, they have signed the first contract, they're supposed to sign, I think a team is supposed to come from China, from Beijing, to come and sign with the treasury. As soon as that happens, you begin before the end of this year, Kona Matinga, and this will be in 2 contracts. The first contract will be Kibwezi towards Kitui. And the other contract, I think, will start from Bondoni, coming this way. There's already what we did in Mwengi yesterday, because watu wa matatu walidecide kugoma. Na tulienda na Mheshimiwa Musila, and I want to thank them. After we spoke to them, wakaanza kazi. Because a contractor was supposed to do routine maintenance of that road, alienda na kalala kwa kazi. They never reported. So PS Kamau actually cancel that contract. But I can tell you that already 2 billion shillings is been set aside, the work is beginning, contract has been identified. That one begins in August. In the month of September, I think literally, when they see work on the ground between Mwingi towards Kiso. So all of this, when the other ones come, kazi itaendelea. So this is what is happening. Tulipoenda the state of Gujarat, the amount of interest in the core mining deposits in this place are so substantial that you're going to literally, even as you worry about even electricity, I don't know what, yeah, it's really going to be. We have also been talking about the whole thing about cement factories, limestone in Mutomo area, huge deposits. Lakini, unfortunately, because of corruption, we should now be actually producing cement out of Mutomo. Some of us, wakawa bribed, if our professionals can help us, and there are some here like lawyers, to go and unlock that thing, settle this thing out of court so that we can create employment. There'll be huge potential for employment of our youth.